Well, DC, you better work quickly here because Frankie Edgar with that patented sprint to the octagon, I know you've taken a page out of his book.
It's a wrestling thing, Jay. Wrestlers want to get down to business, and that is what Frankie Edgar is all about. He is Jersey strong to his bone. Frankie is a guy that even when it looks like he's out of it, he can continue to press forward and get the goal accomplished. When he got dropped, it hurt by Gray Maynard way back before he became champion. He was able to build himself back into that fight and secure a draw. And then the second time they fought, same thing, but he was the one that got the finish. They call him the little engine that could, because you can never tell Frankie Edgar there's something he can't do.
It was about 10 years ago he won the UFC lightweight championship in Abu Dhabi. Truly one of the fighters that embraced fighting at his natural weight before it was in vogue. The answer, Frankie Edgar, back in yet another big UFC spot here tonight. Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion, and he believes that tonight it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Frankie, the answer, Edgar! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Jose Aldo Jr.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, most of his foes have needed crutches after the fight. Here is Jose Aldo Jr. getting set for yet another UFC appearance. Going to be interesting to see what the strategy is tonight. If he goes to the leg kicks early, he can grapple with the best of them. Jose Aldo Jr. back on the big stage here. All right, we will see how Jose Aldo Jr. chooses to proceed, and it looks as though he's going to work off of that jab and low leg kick here early in this one.
I mean, ever since Jose Aldo started boxing with the Brazilian Marines, his hands have just gotten so much better. But he is known for the outside leg kick. It's his calling card, and if you're Jose Aldo, you want to fight behind that.
Oh, that jab alerted his opponent. Edgar gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do. All right, so there's the early takedown for the decorated grappler. Exactly what he wanted to do tonight.
Exactly what he needed to do if he's going to want to win this fight. You've got to put this guy on his back early, and you've got to put him on his back often.
Aldo gets back up again.
Oh, he separates from the clinch.
Both guys appeared to land there. Frantic pick. Oh! Front kick to the body is there. Nice work by Aldo.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Oh, beautiful jab there by Edgar.
Very grinding fight. They're back in the clinch.
Nice. Nicely done. Oh, pretty good technique as he lands the side kick, DC.
Real nice technique to land that side kick. He did a great job of getting that leg up and then right to the target.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch.
He's attacking guillotine.
And they separate after exiting the clinch. Nice job by Frankie Edgar there. In and out, lands, gets out of harm's way. This is a fighter that is truly in perpetual motion. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this.
It's a masterclass, John. It's a masterclass in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combination with the kick.
All right, so unless my eyes are deceiving me, that is some bruising now on that calf.
It only took one, John. I mean, one calf kick, and it's already starting to bruise.
Back to the well with that right hand. It's no good. Single collar tie now. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Aldo's now cut above the eye from that strike. That bears watching as this fight continues. Late round action here, and it has been vintage Jose Aldo all night, mixing up his weapons absolutely beautifully on the feet.
He's mixed them up beautifully, and he's doing a great job of recognizing, hey, this is where I'm best. I know my hands are great. I know my grappling's great. But when I get these leg kicks going, no one can go with me. It's showing again why Jose Aldo's just a man.
Under 90 seconds to go in the round. Aldo gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
He's got to be careful with his head before that jab. Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Man, where were these calf kicks 15 years ago? Another strike targets that area there.
I mean, lands, and once again, it hurts you. It isn't as evident how hurt you are when you're taking these calf kicks, but trust me, it really does take an effect on you.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. And that one certainly found the target. Oh, big Superman punch there. 30 seconds now to go in round one. Under 20 seconds now to go.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
He blocks the shot. Oh, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career, and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice. A single leg takedown, and he's securing it, and he's doing it and scoring it over and over again.
All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round. Aldo's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, we will now re-rack some of the highlights for you from that previous round. We'll try to find the shot that caused the cut above his eye that is now leaking significantly down and compromising his vision.
Yep, there it is. The one that landed that really opened him up. That cut is in a bad spot,
Yeah.
too. Right over the eye, so that blood starts to leak down. It starts to really impair the vision. It's going to be on his opponent to try and circle away from the power while not going in to circle away from the power to allow for himself to have a chance to still win this fight.
Yeah, still plenty of time with which to rally, but we will keep a close eye on that cut above his eye. Nice punch by Edgar. Aldo's left leg is damaged now. Perhaps it was that last kick that did the damage, but you can see a clear limp that the fighter is dealing with right now. Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. Oh, a nice straight there by Aldo. Right back to the clinch now. Missed with that jab attempt there. Oh, head kick, bang.
Oh, he is getting beat up right now, though, by Frankie Edgar.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Try to establish that jab. Single collar tie here. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early.
Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Edgar's uppercut is blocked. Looked like for a minute he had a window there. It closed quickly.
Look at that leg.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offer in there. Well, you can see his leg is hurt here, starting to limp a little bit. I think Magomed Ankalaev is the guy we point to for exuding all of that toughness when he absorbed those leg kicks, but don't.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. He may finish this fight by submission. A big part of submission defense is just being able to relax in the face of adversity. Oh, right into mount. Nice.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with this wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, setting up the submission.
Ooh, arms in tight.
Good job by the trainer there. Sliding back out.
Aldo's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. 20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, nice hammer fist there by Aldo.
Now he's going full mount.
Aldo getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to strip. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
takedown lands there.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Ed.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. And right into side control.
There it is, now he's running him out.
Aldo's back in full mount.
He's got to start throwing now. Changing the position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Checks the leg kick. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Edgar. And headshot bang as the high kick lands.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Oh, nice inside kick.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. So 126 total strikes have landed for Jose Aldo. We're on a pretty good connection rate thus far, hitting on 1 out of every 2. The accuracy rate is 50% against Frankie Edgar. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Oh, the bruising on that calf, champ. That's not good. Hey, take your cans off. Tell him to check a kick.
I mean, we got to go back to pandemic fighting, where they can just hear the coaching because, man, he has not checked one kick, and he's paying for it now. Leg kick lands. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
Just misses with the jab there. Ooh, looking to set up that head kick. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next round. Aldo ground and pound from half guard. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
Yeah, he's trying to switch over.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5. And a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 2.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normal. It's a 15-minute fight. So you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, hammer fist here by Edgar.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Aldo. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Oh, good knees here, DC. If you're on the wrong end of those knees, what are you doing to adjust?
I mean, you got to be getting out of those positions where he's kneeing you. You got to keep his hands a little bit lower to protect the body. You got to just really, truly be working the entire time you guys are in close.
Edgar's kick, that one blocked. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Oh, beautiful 1-2 punch. Aldo's now dealing with a cheek cut. Whiffs on the elbow. All right, he gets the takedown now, DC. We'll see what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it.
Aldo gets back up. Unable to land the head kick there. Aldo's eye is closing up. Straight punch, that is useful. 2 minutes to go.
He just heard it.
Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Doing work with the jab there.
Another big takedown.
Keep that top position and work your elbows.
Edgar's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. Great work here from the bottom fighter.
In the half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Fourth round here, less than a minute to go. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes because the swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
Well, that combination's gonna leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Edgar. Final seconds of the round. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity, no attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's gonna make it hard for him to see. He's gotta change something, man, he's got to.
Ready to fight? Ready.
5th and final round, 4th cover. Back to the feet now. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut. And it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that would become his focus, and we're seeing it very clear right now.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
He lands a switch kick there. Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the fight. Oh, continuing to attack the head as that diving punch lands. That'll do it! Frankie Edgar finishes!
Holy smokes!
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritize the finish tonight, absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're gonna do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are gonna have a fantastic time tonight, celebrate. They should all be very proud.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
Iron Army, stand up. The celebration is on in Toms River, New Jersey, and beyond. Their guy, the Answer, Frankie Edgar, getting his hand raised yet again.
Well-rounded skill, great cardio, great pressure, great wrestling and top control. Frankie Edgar once again shows why he's one of the best fighters in the UFC's history.